let me ask you the one last question, because I know you have a lot of things that you need to do. You're the mayor of Toronto. 5 years into the future, what does the city of Toronto look like?
Well, I'll be entering my second term as mayor of Toronto. We're going to have a whole lot of new high rises, thousands of brand new units, happy families, tens of thousands of new homeowners. We're going to have 2 new subway lines that were built by private corporations that cost the city nothing, and in fact bring billions of dollars of revenue into the city. We're no longer going to have a budget deficit of $1.5 billion a year. In fact, we're going to have a budget surplus, and we're going to have record number of stability where we can actually put a moratorium on property taxes and even offer rebates to people like seniors who have been in their homes and who are on for a long time and been on fixed income. There's a lot less crime in the city. There's a lot more happiness in the city. When you drive around Toronto right now, I play a game. See how long it takes to see someone smiling. And you can drive around and see thousands of people, and none of them are smiling. In my Toronto, you'll drive around for 1 second, and you're going to see people smiling everywhere, because everybody's going to be happy, everybody's going to be working together, and everybody's going to know that they have a government that's working for them, and they won't have to look over their shoulder or worry about getting stabbed in the back. That's going to be huge for people's psychology. That's going to be huge for the attitude of the city, and the economic results and economic prosperity is going to speak for itself.
Awesome. Awesome. My only regret is that I'm not going to be able to vote for you because of where I live. But you've been extremely generous with your time. I really do appreciate this. And
I just want to
this
say
was an
one
important
thing.
Sure. Yes.
This is the final message.
Yeah.
Guys, Olivia Chow is going to get around 90,000 to 100,000 votes. She can get that every election. That's how many supporters the NDP has. In a normal election, you need 400,000 votes to win, and that's why they've never been able to even come close to winning an election. In this by-election, they anticipate that 85% of you, over 2.5 million of you, simply will stay home, not register, and not vote. They anticipate less than 350,000 total votes spread around dozens of candidates. So the winner of this election may win with as little as 90 to 100,000 votes. If you believe the propaganda and you believe that I can't win, and you believe that I'm not even polling, and you believe that your vote doesn't count, Olivia Chow will win this election. Toronto will become a far-left communist hellhole, and it will take decades, if ever, to recover. But if you choose to get out and vote, and the amount of people who truly support me actually follow through with their promise and take their responsibility to their country and register and vote for me, we will win a historic, record-breaking landslide victory that will not only save this city, but it will set the tone for saving this entire country. Thank you, everybody.
You know, I was going to let it go, but you hit on a couple of important things. In the election last year, for the Ontario election, a dirty trick that the media and Doug Ford played is the media went out and they announced right away 2 things. With 2 weeks left to go in the election, they announced 2 things. They said that the polls are showing that Doug Ford is going to win in a landslide. The second thing they did when the advanced polls opened up, the media reported that the advanced polling stations and the regular voting, that the lineups were around the corner. So what it did is it made people say, you know what, if Doug Ford's going to win in a landslide and the lineups are really long, what's the point of doing it? Yeah, and you know what, 43%, it was the lowest voter turnout in Ontario history for a provincial election. And so I really appreciate that you bringing all those points about Olivia Chow in making sure people get out and vote, because they'll do it. They will psychologically trick people into staying home and not fulfilling their civic duty and coming out and voting for true leadership of their city. They'll get somebody who was selected as opposed to elected if they stay home. So that point that you made at the end is really vitally important to the success of everything you described, not only the city, but also the province and the country. So thank you. That's a great way to end it off. And again, you're really generous with your time. I do appreciate it. I do wish you the best of luck. I will be advocating for you. I think this is a monumental vote for all of Canada, to be perfectly honest. So good luck with this. And I will post, I'll connect with you and I'll post the link to whatever you want, push forward on social media. But again, Chris, thank you so much for your time, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. God bless you, and don't forget to vote.